One of the things that I learned the hard way myself is that you're either creating and reaffirming an identity that's anchored in limitation or that's rooted in possibility. If you truly believe that they will not be as well taken care of by another advisor as they would have been by you, what responsibility do you have then? Help them understand just how valuable you are. And we are scared to death to do this in the industry, and it's called being bold.
Hey everyone, my name is Maya Keenan-Gallagher and I'm the Executive Director at Legacy Advisors Network. We are a national network that looks to connect professionals in order to enhance legacies and drive towards success.
My name is Caleb Williams. I'm the founder of BetterWealth.com. I've had Chris Smith speak at 2 of my annual events.
Hello, I'm Julie Bird, the CEO of Cornerstone Wealth Strategies. I've had the pleasure of hearing Chris speak on a couple of occasions.
Hi, my name is Vicki Wiggs and I work with Edward Jones Investments. I just wanted to share a quick word about Chris Smith, the founder of Possibility Co.
2 times a year we come together in person at our biannual fly-in. And last February, we had the honor of having Chris as our keynote speaker on Sunday morning to set the tone of how we were going to show up for one another on a day-to-day basis throughout the event. We have a saying back in our organization that the difference between inspiration and transformation is actual implementation. And what I can tell you is that Chris transformed our community. And I don't only know that because of the words that they all spoke shortly thereafter the keynote happened, but I can see that through how many of our members actually signed up for the services that Possibility Co. has to offer shortly thereafter the event. Our community, not just our organization, but our community has been transformed by Chris's words originally, and now through the work that Possibility and Capability do on a day-to-day basis with our members.
And this is what I have to say about Chris and just his ability to show up so powerfully. There are speakers, a lot of speakers in the financial space that have really good content but poor delivery. And it's sad because what they have to say is awesome, but they deliver it in a way that's so not inspiring and makes people check out. On the other side, there are motivational speakers out there that are fun to listen to, but they're not rooted in much substance. What I love about Chris is he has a way of speaking that draws you in, that makes you like just listen and hang on to every single word he has to say. And he even incorporates transparency and authenticity in a way that I've never seen. But it's also rooted in some of the best content I've heard of, especially when it comes to leading yourself, when it comes to possibilities, when it comes to just clarity around your life.
I've heard hundreds of speakers over my last 33 years in the financial services business, and Chris is definitely at a different level. He is so thoughtful. He truly wants to make a difference and transform lives. I personally intend to hire him to help me grow my practice and build my team. I can't hear enough of him.
When I first saw Chris present at the CEG Roundtable Conference a few years ago, the energy in the room just shifted and it was immediate. You could really feel the change in real time. That experience stuck with me. And when I was ready, I hired his company just in the last year to coach my team. The results, I have to say, have been nothing short of transformative. His work doesn't just motivate. It moves people to not only act, but to collaborate and to think bigger.
We could not be more grateful to have Chris and his entire team as a very close partner to our organization, and we're really looking forward to where it grows in the future. Thanks so much.
In my opinion, he's the best at leading people in the financial services space to transform their lives, their team's lives, and make a real difference.
In my opinion, Chris Smith is one of the most impactful voices on team engagement and leadership development today. If you're looking for lasting change, their approach really delivers it.
And I attribute a lot of what I feel right now, currently in my life, about who I am, to what Chris taught me. What an amazing leader and inspiring man to teach and show and live by example these things on who we know we are. And I am eternally grateful for Chris Smith.
What I really took out of it was the importance of investing and pouring into your team on a personal level. I think as a business owner, and when you're kind of looked to as the head leader of, especially when you have a large team, it's it's easy to get caught up in always focusing on like the systems that you need to do and improve in your business and things like that, like tangible things that you're trying to improve in your business. But a lot of times we overlook the importance of just pouring into our teams personally. Chris has a way of seeing potential in people that a lot of times they just don't see in themselves. And so my team being able to kind of be poured into in that way, and them kind of being empowered to become leaders within our business, and then to empower other leaders within our business, was just awesome. Multiple times throughout the course, I was just sitting there thinking, oh, I wish I had flown my entire team out to the course. And I will at some point, but and I look forward to an opportunity to continue to learn at different courses.
My business leaders that came, they left just full of fire, ready to go, ready to break down some barriers in our business. They've all individually reached out to me this week after the event and told me how much it meant to them, and I've just seen the fire in them as we've been at the office. Can't speak highly enough of the event and of Chris and the Possibility Company and the team.
Big fan of Chris, big fan of what he stands for. And if you have the opportunity to have him be a speaker on your stage, just know that it's going to be one of the highest rated speeches. And it's also going to be one of those talks that are going to create an actual impact for your audience.
You deserve to be known, to be different. Our belief is simple. Possibility exists, limitation is created. So if you're ready to lead the way that you're designed to, boldly, let's connect. My name is Chris Smith, and I cannot wait to show you what's possible.